when you think of Christmas, what do you think about? Family, Christmas, presents, giving, receiving, etc. And it's like, what are you giving? What do you want to receive? Okay? And so it's kind of interesting. If you go around the world and hear about the different ways that people celebrate Christmas, okay? And what we did is we just said, like Christmas morning, we gave them a big gift that God enabled us to give. Okay, so it keeps the eyes on Jesus and God, who is our source anyway. Okay, but in Iceland, it's pretty cool. In Iceland, which potentially I'll be going there this coming year, they celebrate by giving. You give something that means a lot to you and has potentially changed your life, and you give a book. Like, people have read Healing the Heart, which is my testimony, and how it has changed their life, healed their heart. Give this to somebody as a Christmas present. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay? CD, DVD. Here's the big one. The Bible. Has this meant a lot to you? Okay? Pray about giving this as a gift for somebody. Because this is life. This is only going to fatten you up in the spirit realm and feed you spiritually. And I really want to encourage you, because the main thing that they like to do in Iceland, hear this, is to give wisdom. I really learned a lot out of this particular book. Okay? One of them a few years ago. Who moved my cheese? Somebody moved my cheese, something like that. And the popcorn theory, Faith Popcorn. We're living in the realm of Faith Popcorn's book right now. Popcorn theory. Amazon and not going to the malls because it's not safe to go to the malls. Okay? And she prophesied that. It's a secular writer, but she prophesied that, 30 years ago, 40 years ago when that book came out. Changed my life. It was absolutely amazing. And it was part of my requirement when I worked at a car dealership to read different books like that. But the thing is, what book... Here's a train. You go, what is she doing up there? Is she drunk in the spirit? No, I'm tooting the horn of the train coming by. Because see, when the train comes by here, we don't ever have any idea, like, it's this time and it's going to come by. We have no idea. But what I'm getting ready to talk about here is like a train in the prophetic, in dream language, is taking something that you're believing God for and bringing it and delivering it. Okay? So whenever we talk about offerings, right in the middle of offerings, woo, woo, and everybody goes, a train! Everybody gets screaming excited about a train. Train goes by in the middle of the workplace, in the middle of the week, train! Everybody kind of like stops, like, not rain, train. Okay? And, and it gets pretty exciting around here when a train goes by. And it seems like always perfect timing. Like, I'm in the accounting department and we all stop, a train! And then we open up the mail and we go, glory! That type of thing. And, so it gets us, it's a really neat atmosphere that it brings here. But the point is that, we're talking about wisdom coming. If any of you lack wisdom, ask. But you can also read a book. Okay? I'm going to tell on Grenade. Are you up here, Grenade? Grenade? You can remain anonymous, which is fine. Grenade plays the drums. He's amazing. He works here. Amazing employee. That's an understatement. And he does an amazing job on his job here. Anointed on the drums. I thoroughly enjoy him traveling with us, just beyond words. And then he's married to Jenna, the blonde singer. See, we got different color hair, Yes, and she'll claim him. Woo! Yes, okay. And so we're over in Bermuda for Thanksgiving, suffering for the Lord, teaching people, seeing so many miracles. It was just really awesome. We're going back at the end of May, beginning of June, to do a healing school certification in Bermuda. They're so hungry for that. So, woo! And many times they can hear it actually on streaming, which I think is really awesome. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Let me tell you what, it's getting closer in every way, okay? In the natural, in the spirit, hallelujah. It's just right down the street here, and it just crosses all the time. Hallelujah. Okay, so they wanted to really spoil me. No, they didn't want to really. They spoiled me rotten. They even got me perfume so I didn't smell so rotten, okay? They spoiled Jenna and Grade rotten also. They said that we're going to go to a restaurant, and if you want to have turkey, you can have turkey. Turkey, lobster, turkey, lobster. What's going to win, man? Lobster, in my opinion, okay? You can have all the lobster that you want to eat when you're on the island. If you don't like lobster, you don't need to go to Bermuda. It's okay. If you don't like seafood, we love seafood, and we love this. Okay, so this is, I think, one of the cutest things ever. Brilliant idea. Grade had never eaten a lobster before. How do you get into a lobster? How do you eat it? What are you supposed to do? He didn't want to go to dinner, really nice restaurant. I mean, they just spoil us like crazy. And not have any clue what part of the lobster you're supposed to eat or not eat. Or how do you get into it? Because it was sealed tight. How do you do that? You know what he did? This is brilliant. He YouTubed how to eat a lobster. I think Aaron, isn't that a great idea? That was brilliant. Now, I've had lobster through my years for many, many years, but he had never actually eaten one, maybe lobster chowder or something like that. But he watched it, and he was like a professional. I didn't know this. I'm like, can you cut up mine too? You're doing a really good job of that. Then I find out later that he went to YouTube. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant idea. Brilliant. If you lack wisdom, go to YouTube. If you lack wisdom, ask. If you want direction, ask and read. You want somebody to get some wisdom? You know what I mean? This is really good for that. But seriously, give wisdom. Give something that has changed your life. And I was, when he told me that, I am like, not that he needs to impress me anymore. I want to add that part. That was absolutely the most brilliant idea I have ever had in my entire life. I've ever heard of. It's like, you're going to have dinner with the queen. It's a little late. We may have dinner with her in heaven. But I always wanted to meet with her and pray with her. And I practiced and practiced and practiced drinking out of a cup, the queen's way. And I could sit with the queen and be totally comfortable in how I was drinking my tea. I studied, so in the event that opportunity came, it would be there. Now, I have been in very, very influential meals of just, high-end people. And I learned how to eat soup. Lauren, who's not here, she came a little bit earlier, but she had to drive all the way back to Louisiana. I learned how to properly eat soup. Surprise, surprise. It's not how I was trained. Just get it in her, and you're good, It's kind of how I was raised. But the point is, if you're getting ready to go do something, what are you doing to prepare yourself? Text comes in. I'm getting ready to go and pray for my cousin. This is what's happened. How do I pray? They text me. I get texts like this all the time. People that are in the healing ministry, I get texts from them. How would you pray for that? If you lack wisdom on how to do it, text somebody. If you lack wisdom on healing, on the prophetic, find a place where you can learn. Give somebody, like somebody's really struggling, wanting to know more about the prophetic. Give them a book on the prophetic. And the thing is, this Christmas, we have a lot of opportunities to bless somebody and bless their spirit so that they'll be forever changed. That they'll look back on Christmas 2022. It changed their life because of that book you gave them. The Bible you gave them. Ivan's book that you gave them. Ivan's book will scare the hell out of you. And that's not a cuss word, that's the truth. Okay? Keenan's book, you want to go in the supernatural. You want to learn about healing. I've got, a whole bunch of books back there. You want to learn about the prophetic? We got prophetic. But the thing is, what do you want? I don't have time. I'm just going to go eat. I don't care what it looks like. I'm just going to go eat. You can make a mess of yourself trying to figure out all those legs and everything else going on. And what part of the lobster do you eat and what don't you eat? And some people eat every part of it. Not me. But see, the word says study to show yourself approved. What are you doing to get to your goal? One of the CDs I'm going to give away tonight is called Goals. Oh yeah, we all got goals. We were talking with Ivan earlier today, and he says, New Year's resolutions are just really lies because you know you're not going to follow through with it. So don't make any, because then you feel bad, then you feel guilty, then you feel, then you got to deal with all those, feelings. Anyway. But see, this is a time, this next 2 weeks, Christmas is 2 weeks from now, then so 1 week from now, then New Year's is 2 weeks from now. What do you want to accomplish between now and the next 2 weeks? But what do you want to accomplish next year?